Alright guys, so in this video we're going to take a look at the client portal, what features it has, how to navigate it, and then finally how to start your own search, which you might not even want to do if you're satisfied with the search that I've already set up. But in case you do want to create your own search as well, make sure you watch the end of this video because there are a few things that have to be done in order to get proper results. So after we've sat down together or you filled out the questionnaire, we'll input your criteria into the system and save the search. You'll get an email shortly after that has a link that says access your portal now. So let's get started. For this example, I'm using rental listings, but this is going to look exactly the same if this was properties that were for sale. So based off the criteria that you've given me and I've entered, we have 48 listings that match. So first thing you want to do when you get to the portal is click on My Searches. Click on the this is going to be the name of the portal, whatever, or the search that we named. You're going to want to click on this little tab that shows you all the criteria that I've input. So just make sure this is all accurate. If there's something that is off or missing, let me know. We can get that adjusted, but I'm usually pretty good about making sure everything in there is right. So jumping back into the portal, we took a look at the drive time feature in the previous video. You could have the same function here. So let's say I want to be at work, which you just have to enter the street number and name. You can press enter. It'll fill in the rest. If the address you entered isn't correct, it'll give you options of what the address could be that you're thinking of or trying to input. So we're going to use drive to. There's also drive from, 8:30 in the morning. You can pick any time. And then let's say 30 minutes or less. So it's going to create a shape around all the properties that match the criteria that we've already input that fall within a 30-minute or less driving time at a certain time. So pretty cool feature there. Let's delete that. Next, you got different ways to sort the properties. So just sort them however is easiest for you to browse. Then there's some more viewing details. Like this one, you can kind of compare a few more things. So just play around with those and find out whichever one you like best and use those. So with the favorite button, there's three options actually. You can save as a favorite, which will save here, save as a possibility, it also saves there, and then discard. So if there's a listing that you absolutely don't want to even think about, just place it on the discard and you'll know that you've already previewed it or gone through the photos or whatever, and it's not something that you are at all interested in. Another feature that you have is the draw feature, so you can zoom in a little bit if there's a certain neighborhood. You can create a little shape around that and only show the listings that fall within that certain shape. We'll clear that. You do have some map tools. So if the tool shows up red, that means you got to zoom in a little bit more before it'll actually show you the boundaries. So you can see that when you click high school, you can zoom in. So you can see the boundaries for the school districts. You can have high school, middle school, elementary. There's a few others that you could play with. Points of interest, you got to zoom in really close for this to even show up. See, now it's finally available, so I probably wouldn't be using that much, but it is there. You can message me directly about any listings or any questions you have. There's some information about me, and then I think that's going to cover, that's going to cover everything. So the next thing I wanted to show you, which is going to be the last part of this video, is start your own search. There are a few things, like I said, that you have to make sure you do. So first, you're going to want to select active, and then you're going to want to press and hold either control on a PC or command on a Mac, and also select coming soon. You always want to have those two selected when you're looking for properties. The next thing that you want to do is select the state. So we're going to be using Virginia. So VA, enter. It'll create, it'll put this little box there. If you see that, that means you're good to go. And then also property type. So it's either going to be residential or residential lease. This is for rentals. For investors, you could also add in multifamilies and a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to be using residential lease for this example. Price. So when you do select residential lease, you want to uncheck this and then put in the price. Actually, it's yeah, so this is going to show 1200 and minus. You could also do a range, 900 to 1200, whatever you want to do. But if you are selecting residential or any other field, then you're going to want to have this checked because it'll just make it simpler. This is, for example, going to be 400,000 to 500,000. But when you uncheck it, you'll have to put in the extra zeros yourself. So just keep that in mind. But we're going to be using residential lease. Then counties. The best way to enter counties isn't to just type them in here. It's to click on this little button and then select all the counties, add them, add it. All right, so let's say we got those and that's all we want. Just press OK. It'll load them there. Cities, you can just input the name of the cities with a comma and a space, and then you can go on and on and on, however many cities you want to put there. But that's how you enter that. Then you're going to want to select or not. A lot of times I won't select any of these, but if you're looking for just single family homes, then you're going to select detached, semi-detached. If you're also interested in townhomes, you're going to select these two. This is going to be for condos, and then probably wouldn't be using the rest. But you can just leave that completely blank if you're open to anything in that as far as structure types. So, by the way, just a quick tip: when you take your mouse and I guess just lay over one of these fields, it'll give you some extra tips. Also, if you want to deselect something, you just press and hold Command or Control and it'll deselect it. So structure type, we're going to leave that just as it is. No selections made there. School district, I wouldn't use this function here because it's going to limit a lot of listings that actually do fall within your school district, but the listing agent didn't put that into the description of the listing. So don't use this. I would use the boundaries feature that we looked at earlier. Then you got some other criteria that you can add, but like square footage, year built. So we're gonna do one or less bedrooms. So that's a one bedroom or a studio, and then one or less. And then let's say 1,300 or less. So then we've got the criteria in there, apply, and it came up with 14 results. And then you can save this search and name it whatever. And once it's saved, you can go into your searches and it'll be listed here. So that should cover everything. If there's anything that you guys have a question about, let me know, and I'll get you more familiar with the portal if need be. But I think I covered most everything in the portal version. So thanks for watching this video, and hope this helps. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.